Normally I wouldn't trade my fingers and set a cave project, but we're heading to Melbourne in a couple of days. I didn't want to leave the project hanging. Today's session ended with 1 flapper, 1 cent, and 5 projects still pending. It's been 7 days of training to see if I can successfully bulk and improve at climbing, and so far our bouldering is off to a terrible start. Last session we didn't set any climbs, but chipped away at a few projects. This session, the project chipped away at my mental health. If you're watching this and you have some tips for me in regards to any of these projects, please write them down below. I have lots to learn about bouldering and would love to get your thoughts and opinions. I started the session with a cave project, and this was the most tiring for my fingers. We started off great, and then got stuck at the beginning again. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more attempts we finally broke through, but that was my gas tank unloaded. 2 more attempts and I couldn't get back to the same spot, so I decided to call it. At this point my fingers were sore and I was low-key worried that I may have done something to them. So we strategically moved on to the slab to give my fingers a break. Now this slab climb is actually impossible. I'm recording this voiceover 3 weeks later, after this session, and I still haven't seen anyone send it. I tried to get to the crux and figure out how to stay on the hold, but even with cheating I couldn't. At this point I crashed out and sent this random nut climb to boost my ego. Did it help? Not at all. Next on the hit list was this pinching problem. Now I fucking hate pinches. I would say it's my weakest grip, and this climb definitely confirmed that. Looking back at this footage, I need to give it another proper go, as I have been avoiding it ever since. We are now 45 minutes into the session, and after training my fingers and flopping around the cave, I felt like Bonnie Blue on spring break. So I thought, why not lean into those vibes by playing with black balls. I normally call these bobas, so please comment down below if you know what to call these types of climbs instead. Finally we finished up by trying this black lache problem. Last session I figured out that instead of catching it in a one-handed crimp, I could catch with one hand crimping and the other pressing into the feature. I gave like 2 tries before ripping my hand, which I shouldn't be surprised by, because last session I also ripped my hands. You think I'd learn to tape my fingers up, but yeah, I just forgot. And that was episode 8 of my bulking bouldering series. Looking back, I could definitely have stuck it out for a few more of these climbs, but I'm heading to Melbourne soon and I wanted to keep my fingers relatively fresh so that I could climb a lot over there. Thanks for watching.